What's up, everybody? Are y'all ready for part 2 with the Police Interceptor vehicles? So you seen part 1 just a few days ago that I had uploaded, and that was kind of going around checking it out while the vehicle had no power, right? Today we are finally, it's Friday, okay? We finally got one of them in the detail shop getting cleaned up right now. And we got this one sitting right here. Now, I don't know if this one's got any power yet or not. Maybe it does, but we're going to try to get the keys to one of them today. Basically, both of them that were sitting here are exactly the same spec'd out. But we're going to try to get the keys to one of them today and actually crank it up, listen to the motor, maybe even take it for a quick test drive up the road here. And then when we get back, we'll talk a little bit about it. So that's the plan. I was talking with my friend Frank inside the Ford store today, and I said to Frank, Frank, really, what is the major differences in the Police Interceptor versus a regular Ford Explorer? Because like I told him, I said, it just seems to me that $43,000 is a pretty decent amount of money. It's a pretty big chunk there for a police vehicle, right? And he kind of looked at me and he was like, huh? $43,000? I was like, well, I mean, it is kind of stripped down, you know? It doesn't really have all that much. Stripped down? What do you mean stripped down? Well, I'm like, well, I mean, you know, it's, you know, it doesn't have, you know, all the fancy keys and all the fancy stuff that a regular Explorer has. I mean, it's just pretty much, you know, kind of bare bones. Yeah, Frank, it's kind of bare bones. No. So, anyways, when I asked this Frank fella a little bit more about it, well, I ended up getting stuck for about 30 minutes, and Frank told me all about the Ford Explorer Police Interceptor. So I'll do the best I can today to explain some of the knowledge and verbiage that Frank passed on to my noggin here, and I'll try to pass that on to y'all. So stay with us. Alright, so the detail shop is completely done with the Interceptor vehicle, and we're walking up front right now to actually get the key to that car, and then we will check it out. So it's all cleaned up and ready. And I'm curious to see what is it that's so cool about this thing other than just being a police interceptor. I want to drive it, you know? That's the main thing.
The back of it, okay, that the police officer will survive.
In the back of it, okay, so there's some beams back there. The okay, I got you.
It's a 3.7 liter engine in it, you know, which is the standard engine.
Right. Okay.
Why don't you make a copy of that?
Oh, sweet. That's got some of the specs on it.
Yeah, bring it back to me.
Okay.
Everything. It has lights on the bottom of the vehicle, on the back. It has lights up on the tailgate of it, where the windshield is, where the window. It has a air dam in it.
Yeah.
It has lights in the upper part of the windshield.
I think I saw those. Yeah.
There's lights everywhere.
They're all over the place.
And they're programmable, so that they can get white, yellow, red, or blue colors.
Okay. And noise suppression bond straps.
Yeah.
What is that?
They are. They hang underneath the vehicle is to eliminate static.
Static.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So these are the colors that you can get on your Police Interceptor right there.
These are 3.7s, I think.
Yeah, ours are 3.7 liter.
On the all-wheel drive vehicle, okay.
You can get 3.7 V6 or 3.5 V6 EcoBoost. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. All-wheel drive. That's cool. Mechanical. That's interesting. Yeah.
Available.
The truck is the F-150 that we had out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. 2019 Police Responder.
Mm-hmm. There's that. Right.
Oh, here we go. F-150. They call it a responder then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that different than an interceptor?
Well, it's fire departments and all that kind of. It's equipped for emergency vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would be. Okay, that is 2018 F-150 Police Responder Super Cruise Standard 3.5 V6 EcoBoost 4-wheel drive. Okay, that's the truck. All right, everybody. So we got the key. right here to the Explorer. Now we got to find it, because we got to film it, because it's not going to be here very much longer. I don't know where it went to, but got to find this vehicle. He said it's up front somewhere up here. That's a lot of Ford Explorers back there, but not seeing it back there. So let me find it and we'll be right back. Oh, and I just found it. So stay with us. This is kind of like a vlog, you know? That's what it is. It's an automotive vlog. The last video is more of like a review, and this one's a little different. So I hope y'all enjoy these videos, but here it is right there. And what we're going to do is I got to run down to the Chevrolet store. So we are actually going to get in it, and our test drive will be driving it down to the Chevy store. Woo, it's hot in there. Let's see if there's anything going on. Just got to put a little tag back here and we'll be good to go. All right, so do we have power windows, power door locks? Yes. I'm gonna put my camera bag in the back. There is a back seat actually. Now there's no cage in this vehicle, which I find kind of interesting, but maybe that's something that gets installed later. I really don't know, but let's take a look. Again, this will be my first time driving a Police Interceptor. I'm going to hit the armrest and I'm like, whoa, there's no armrest in here. All right, let's see how it goes. Ooh. Get the AC blowing. All right. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, it's shining in some people's heads or faces, huh? No, we don't want to do that. Now, I don't know how they cut these lights on or any of this stuff. You would think there's some switches somewhere around here, or a switch on there, but I really don't see how they actually... Oh, there we go. Look at that. There's a switch right here. Get my camera in focus. There's a switch right there. And that's what cuts that light on, which is actually pretty bright during the daytime. Let's get a little better shot. Those, yeah, those are definitely LED. Cool. So anyways, the switch gears, it's still on the column. We're in reverse right now. There's your camera right there with the guidelines on it, and even has a little logo of the vehicle on the right. So let's go ahead and back it up. Again, I'll film as much as I can because, again, you know, hey, I might not ever get a chance to drive a Police Interceptor again. So we'll film as much as we can. All right, we'll go ahead and put it back in drive. I've definitely learned a good bit today talking with Mr. Frank inside the store here, so I just want to tell Frank thank you for doing that. He even printed up some stuff for me about this vehicle to share with y'all and give y'all some pricing information on how much these strobe lights cost and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to be pretty cool. Anyways, before we get any further though, we're going to drive the car back to the back here, put a tag on it, and then we will roll down the street and head to the Chevy store. So stay with us. All right, everybody. Wouldn't it be cool to be a cop for a day? What do you think, right? I don't know. They got a tough job. They really do. They got a lot of things they have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. I think I would just like to drive a Police Interceptor for the day and see what people, you know, just how people react to you while you're behind them, on the side of them, or any of that kind of stuff. Because I don't know about you, but when a police vehicle gets behind my vehicle, just something goes off in my head and I slow down and I make sure my blinker's working, and you know, it's just a thing that maybe goes on in your brain where it's like, okay, there's a cop behind me, I need to be on my P's and Q's, right? And that's the power of, I don't know, or that's just what happens, I think, right? Does everybody feel like that when a police officer is next to them or behind them while they're driving, or even in front of them? You know, and you may not even have anything bad that you're doing. You may be, you know, not doing anything wrong at all, but you still have that feeling in you like, oh boy, there's a cop next to me and they could just pull me over for whatever they want to pull me over for, right? Even if you did something wrong or not. It kind of seems to just put you on edge a little bit. And then at the same time, sometimes if it does put you on edge a little bit while they're around you in traffic or driving on the road, you actually might end up doing something stupid, like not putting your blinker on, or maybe, I don't know, but that happens too because you're nervous. You know, police officers seem to walk up sometimes to people, you know, they've done it to me before, and pulling you over for a routine traffic stop or something like that, and your hands start shaking a little bit, you're nervous, and you know, and then they got that light in their hand, they're shining it down in this window here, and they got that light over there that's on the back of your car, all up in your, you know, your mirrors, and then they go, sir, why are you nervous? Why's your hand shaking? Well, you know, officer, I'm just, this is, you know, I'm nervous. That's all. I've not done anything wrong, but I'm nervous, you know. So, anyways, sometimes you don't have a reason to be nervous, but the lights, the whole situation, and then what we've seen on television and on social media, it really gets deep down inside of you and makes you sometimes a little bit nervous, or even a lot nervous. That PTSD may start kicking in, right? Anyways, I gotta grab something out of the car, then we're going for our ride. All right, everybody, let's roll. We got it in drive, let's roll. I went to go get my my drink cup out of the car, and I couldn't find a cup holder in here, so I got it kind of wedged down there, and yeah, there's no cup holder in here, which is kind of interesting. I mean, maybe there is and I don't see it, but I mean, your cup holders usually would be in this particular area here, but they are gone. So I mean, what do police officers do when there's no cup holder, right? I don't know. So anyways, let's talk about this vehicle a little bit before we hit the street. You have two different engine choices that you can pick from when you're building out your police vehicle. One being, which is the motor that's in this car, it's the 3.7 liter V6 all-wheel drive, all naturally aspirated on the engine. The second motor option that you have is the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost twin turbo all-wheel drive. So that's your engine choices. Again, this one has the 3.7 liter. They both come, again, all-wheel drive. Now, what else do we know about this vehicle? Well, I've been taught today, or I've learned today, that the suspension is a lot more beefed up. The brakes are bigger. The suspension's better, and then the chassis of the vehicle, the body and everything, the structure of it, that also is more beefier, more stronger. Hey, I'm looking for the right word to use, but I guess it would be strong. It's a stronger chassis, so it can handle better when going around corners. It can take a beating. You know, it's tougher, so it doesn't flip, all that stuff, okay? So, you know, this car is going to be able to take a hell of a lot more hits on it and heavy, hard driving than your regular traditional family vehicle that the Ford Explorer really is. This is definitely a different vehicle altogether. Anyways, we're going to our this road down here that I take vehicles to from time to time to kind of do like a start and stop, and maybe even a you know, a rev out with the car rolling, just to see how the motor feels on it. So that's what we're doing right now. So let's go ahead and turn in on this street. Now I think the tires might be a little bit better in here because, or a stickier tire, because I hear little rocks and stuff kind of hitting the fender wells in the back. So that tells me that we got stickier tires on the Ford Explorer. Anyways, let's go ahead and do our little rev out here. We are, first off, we're going about 20, or we're going about 30 miles an hour right now, maybe a little less. Let's go ahead and see how she feels. Yeah, we're going 29. So anyways, 3, 2, and 1. Feeling good, I like it. That's your 3.7 liter. Felt good. Definitely, the engine sounds good. That's for sure. You can definitely hear it up there. It seems like I can hear that motor a little more on this than I can on a regular Explorer. Reason why? Well, if you watched the previous video we did, I showed y'all how there's less sound deadening up under that hood. So that's one reason why we can hear a little better. Let's go ahead and turn it around. We'll roll down the windows and we'll give it one more rev and cruise out and see how she does. Always look both ways at the railroad tracks and stop at the stop sign. And let's go ahead and go right up here and we'll turn around. Now another thing too, with the vehicle being kind of stripped down in a sense with not so much weight to it, okay, think about it, doesn't have third row seats. Again, there's a lot of things that aren't on the vehicle that would make the vehicle usually weigh more. With that being said, the vehicle's lighter, and what does that do? Well, with a lighter vehicle, that's going to give you more power. It'll make it feel faster, it'll make it get up and go quicker. Again, you know, take a Honda Civic hatchback and then strip out and gut the interior and all that and put a big motor in it, you got yourself a little race car. So anyways, this time we'll go up here and we'll actually stop and then we'll give it some gas and see how the Police Interceptor feels. So we're going to stop right here. All right, 3, 2, and 1. That felt good. And the all-wheel drive definitely kept the car on a nice straight path. So if you notice there, I mean, there wasn't a lot of torque steer or anything like that with the vehicle going left to right or pulling in any direction. I mean, it went straight, and it was actually, I felt very confident with one hand on the steering wheel hitting the gas like that. So that felt good. All right, let's head down to the Chevy store. I hope y'all are enjoying the test drive with us today in the Police Interceptor for 2018. All right, everybody, we're making our way over to the Explorer Police Interceptor. Definitely had a great time driving it today on our test drive. It is definitely a unique vehicle, one of a kind, and we just don't get too many opportunities to film these. So I am extremely thankful to have a great dealership to give us this opportunity to film this really interesting vehicle. Again, like I said, I've been waiting about 6 months to get one of these in, and this week was the week they came. So anyways, there's the exterior of it. Again, if you need more details about the vehicle and want to get a little more in depth with me on it, you can definitely watch the previous video that I shot of it. But here's the exterior for right now. When we get down to the Ford dealership here shortly, I'll open it up and let y'all see a little bit more of it. But right now we're going to hop back in and take it back down to Ford. So we're at Chevy now. I was thinking like maybe we'll do a comparison video with this versus the Traverse, but there's not really any Traverses out here that are kind of bare bones like this right here, and there's definitely no Traverses that are actually Police Interceptors. So you know, a very unique vehicle, and there's just nothing else that's going to compare to it unless another American car brand decides to actually put a police vehicle out there on the marketplace. Now, I have seen Tahoes, that's for sure. So I think that's probably the closest we'll get, you know, to a Police Interceptor, other than a Ford, is a Chevrolet Tahoe. And but our Chevy store here doesn't equip Tahoes as in Police Interceptors. Never seen one here before, and any of that. Anyways, when we get back to the Ford store, though, I do have a few things I want to run over with you on this car, and then we'll be kind of closing things out. So stay with us. All right, everybody, we're back. We're going to pop the hood, but before we do, let's look at a few things on the inside, right? This light up here is definitely something that a lot of y'all have talked about. So it lights up in regular white and then it goes in red. So what I learned about that light was basically the red is for at nighttime so they can read their paperwork or just do whatever they're doing, and it's not so bright on the interior with the red light instead of the white light. So I guess the white's there if you need it super bright, but the red is more of an ambient style lighting. There's also another one of those lights way back there in the back. So anyways, let's take a look under the hood and see what is different under the hood of the Police Interceptor, okay? And I think we did this on our last review, but we'll take a look one more time. I mean, just your basic 3.7 liter V6 all-wheel drive. Again, like we talked about earlier, you can get two different engine choices, a 3.5 EcoBoost or a 3.7 liter like this here. Both coming with all-wheel drive though. Other than that, last time we didn't have any power to the vehicle, so I would like to show y'all the headlights and the blinkers and all that kind of thing. I cannot actually cut the strobes on because there's no switches on the inside because none of that stuff has been installed yet. But at least we can look at the flashers and all those lights on the car and see what we got going on, right? Because that's always kind of interesting. So I mean, there's your normal blinkers. You got your LED light bulbs right there. Daytime running lights here, which aren't lit right now because those are lit. And those look like your fog lights down there. Let's see if we can get some of these other lights to light up for us. I'm assuming we just cut those off. I don't see a button in here for fog lights though, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Usually you have a button for your fog lights. I don't see a button in here on this one. There must be a way to do it though, right? You would think. Let's look at the taillights real quick. You got 3 LEDs there. There's your blinkers. So all that's looking pretty good. You do have your lights under there and all that. We'll cut our flashers off. No puddle lights here. And I don't know why the LED daytime running lights aren't on right now, but they're not on. Oh, I did want to show you something back here. Well, I can't get in the trunk because I guess I don't have the vehicle unlocked. Man, it's one thing after another, isn't it? There is. Let's unlock it. There's no power tailgate or anything like that on the Explorer. And what I'm learning right now, even with the vehicle unlocked, you can't get in the trunk. How about that? Again, I'm hitting the button in here, it's not unlocking the trunk. Unlock. There's no trunk button anywhere. Let's see if that has something to do with the vehicle running right now. So the vehicle is shut off, it is unlocked. I can open that door. Can we open up the trunk? No. Alright, so I'm assuming right now that that's a safety feature. If anybody's watching, it's a police officer, let me know, is this some kind of safety precaution? Because I get it. You know, police officers probably have guns and all kinds of equipment in the back of their vehicles, so you might not want it being unlocked when the vehicle's unlocked or anything. Maybe you have to put the key in to actually unlock it, like I just did. Which is still kind of interesting. I turn the key, you turn it, it's unlocked, but you have to, I guess, use 2 hands. So when you turn it to unlock, it's still not completely unlocked. It is, but it isn't. You have to actually grab a hold of that and pull it while your hand is actually twisted on the key. Other than that, I mean, like I showed you in the previous video, a lot of room back here, no third row seats, so things are kind of stripped down. But like Frank was telling us inside today, you know, as you can see, it's the suspension's more beefed up, the chassis of the body's more beefed up, and you know, it's definitely built to handle and maneuver better than a traditional Ford Explorer. So it's definitely going to be able to take the corners and all that kind of thing as you're doing it. The suspension is beefier, and again, the brakes. So it may be a little hard to tell, but we'll look and see. And again, I don't know, you know, I can't really tell too much by looking at it right here. But it does look a little different. Not sure what that's for there. And a big shock. Just plastics in there. The brakes definitely do look a little bit bigger. The rotors back there look bigger. I don't know. I'm just going off what I was told today about the suspension and all those different things on this car. So that's really about it for today. Before we go though, I want to run down a few things and then we'll be finished, so stay with us. All right everybody, so I have a sheet here that kind of gives a breakdown on some of the pricing on lights and things like that. And hey, I thought it might be kind of fun to just kind of hear, or to tell y'all. So it says, oh, let's take a look. The 67th, or it says ready for the road package. HID plug, 100-watt siren speaker, tail lamp lighting solution, rear lighting solution, rear console mounting plate. Ready for the road package is $3,415 for that. The cargo dome lamp, the red and white lamp that's right up on the ceiling there, that costs $50. Front warning auxiliary light, $550 for a front warning auxiliary light. Pocket warning light, whatever that is $640. Wow. Courtesy lamp disable is $20. Spot lamp LED that's outside that window there is $420 for that light. Wow. Sync voice activated system, $295. Keyless entry, 4 fobs, $340. Keyless, noise suppression bond straps, $100, whatever that is. Side marker lights, skull caps, $290. Quarter glass light, $575. Front headlamp light, there's no price on that. Reverse sensing system, $275. Auto headlamp, $115. The rear spoiler traffic warning LED light is $1,400. And the front interior visor light bar is $1,115. It says a total of these options is $9,600. So to equip this vehicle with all the police stuff, we're at $9,600 for all these lights, all this stuff. So it's not cheap to equip the vehicle with all the lights. So again, I mean, we're talking over $1,000 for this light bar up here on that windshield, another $1,000+ for the one in the back, $400+ for that, $500 for some of this stuff in the front. I mean, you just heard it. Now, the only thing I was trying to figure out, what's the skull caps? I don't know what the skull caps are. I don't see any skulls on the vehicle, whatever that is. But I mean, every strobe light and extra light on the vehicle has got a price attached to it. So nothing is cheap. Oh, that's what they're talking about right here. This right here, this rear spoiler here with these lights was well over $1,000 just for that. And then there's more lights on the inside of the window there as well. And and there's lights also right here as well. There's lights all over the place. So anyways, that's about it for today. I think we did a great job looking at it. If you got any questions, feel free to go in the comment section and send them to me. If you'd like to see another Police Interceptor at some point, let me know. I don't know how long these will be here, but I would assume they'll be gone by next week. So if there's something you'd like to see filmed with the Police Interceptors, let me know in the comments section, and I got probably a couple days before they go to the next place. So anyways, if you could, please like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Send me your input. Please subscribe to the channel, folks. I'm trying to work hard to get subscribers and earn y'all's respect and give y'all great content. And doing videos like this with a Police Interceptor car is like going over and beyond, in a sense, than just your regular A to B vehicle driving down the road. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. God bless America. And as always, God bless our police people out there and anybody on rescue or just anybody in general that works for the state. Thank you for all your help that you do to keep our communities safe. We'll see you soon. I'm Chad and I'm signing out.